Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm your host, Mike Briggs, and we come here every day to what we call celebrate what's good about Fresno. There's so many things going on around town, so many cool businesses and things going on that you may not know about, such as, have you ever heard of a trichologist? I've never heard of a trichologist, but we have one on the show today. Our guest is Kristina Sayre. Welcome, Kristina.
Hi, thank you for having me.
A trichologist, what is that?
So a trichologist is a hair and scalp practitioner. We specialize in hair and scalp.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean hair? Cutting hair?
No, you don't want me cutting your hair.
Scalp?
All your scalp care, we specialize in hair loss. Any problems or situations that you might be having with your scalp,
Okay.
I can take care of.
Specialize in that.
Yes.
What about people who are losing or have lost their hair?
Yes, that's actually what I've been doing for the last 10 years, is specializing in people who are losing their hair for whatever reason.
And they can get it back?
Maybe, maybe not. And that's one of the things is, starting out we do a consultation. And if you're not a good candidate, I will tell you you're not a good candidate.
You're not just going to keep taking our money for months to see what happens?
Absolutely not.
First of all, why do people lose their hair?
There's many reasons. The primary reasons are genetics, hormonal, and then there's a lot of the diets and certain vaccines, have caused people to lose their hair. But there's many, but those are the primary reasons that people lose their hair.
How about having teenagers?
Stress is definitely, yeah.
Okay, so if it's a genetic, there's nothing you can do, right?
Oh, no, wrong. Actually, genetics is one of the easier ones to treat. The whole idea is to catch it as early as we can. The earlier we can catch it, the better you're going to do with treatment.
That's the best news we have had.
It is. One of the ones we can't is scarring, which is the whole reason, we want to have you come in and do a consultation first to make sure that you are a good candidate.
I meant to put up some of these beautiful things, like this beautiful sign. That's the name of your business?
Yes.
Well-rooted, multi-therapeutic programs. Now, how do people get in touch with you? You want them to call? You want them to go to the website, go to Instagram to set an appointment, or do you want them just to show up at your shop?
They can do all of the above. If they show up, we'll do our best to get them in, but whatever is easiest for them to contact us, they can call. Everything that you just named, we can
probably
get
best to get an appointment.
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Absolutely.
Now, I'm going to put some of these pictures up, and, are these your products?
Yeah, so the sum of the products, what we do with the last screen, it said, multi-therapeutic products is there's not one thing. And we've learned over the last years is, some people have tried just PRP, or some people have done just growth factors or just laser. And what we have learned is that all of it together is what works.
The whole
Yes.
shebang.
Yes.
Tell me what's going on here.
So the first thing that when you come in for a consultation,
free consultation.
It's a free consultation. Once we look at your scalp under the microscope, oftentimes people are appalled by what they see on their scalp. Yeah. And in that picture, what you're seeing is called a hydroscalp dermabrasion, and it is a facial for your scalp. And what it does is it takes off all of the oil, the dead skin, the sebum, everything that could be possibly
so you do that little area, and then you move the hair and do another little area?
Yeah, we do the whole scalp. When we clean up the whole scalp, get everything off that could be clogging the hair follicles.
Does it hurt, or does it feel good?
No, it feels like a massage. Yeah. I have to wake people up at the end of that one.
I love my hair being, scalp being massaged, so it might be worth it just for that, huh?
Yeah. So depending on after your scalp is all cleaned up, there's different ways that we can go about it. Some people prefer to do the PRP. I don't know if you're familiar with PRP. PRP is platelet-rich plasma, and what we do is we draw your blood.
Take my blood.
Yep, we draw your blood, spin it down, and we take the platelets off of that and inject that into your scalp.
Is that what's going on here at this next slide?
Yeah, that's doing the PRP, or the growth factors can actually be done the same exact way. And it's
now, if we're doing this, do you take my blood and spin it or whatever the same day that you apply it? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
As soon as it's done spinning, we inject it directly back into your scalp.
Isn't science an amazing thing?
Absolutely.
You've been doing this 10 years. Have you been doing the blood thing that long?
Yep.
Okay.
I've been doing PRP for
so it's been around
a decade.
For a while.
Yeah, we're starting to see more benefits from growth factors, which is a product from PRP. Yeah.
Is this one of the things you have to catch early, the PRP? Or is it sometimes too late?
Yes.
So
it's not everybody's a good candidate for it.
would it hurt just to come in and ask, get a consultation? You say, no, you're okay for now, or there's no way we can help you, or whatever.
Absolutely.
Free consultation. Okay, here is another thing now.
So this is just the beginning. This is a consultation. Again, prior to seeing or doing any treatment on anybody, I have to see you. I have to do a history. We've got to find out what kind of medications you're taking. We've got to see what kind of diet you're on. And then here you'll see that we're putting the microscope on the scalp. And that's going to really help us to determine.
The microscope, okay.
That's the microscope, and that's what's going to help us to determine what kind of hair loss you have. And that's a big part of this, is we need to know what kind of hair loss we're dealing with, or we really can't treat you.
Yeah, my opening joke was going to be, I'm not sure what you do, but I feel like I might need this, especially this.
So another part of the whole package is doing laser. And this is actually something that you can do in the privacy of your own home. You can get the laser caps from us, but I also offer it in my office for free, which means once you walk in my door, if this is something that you want to do, you can come into my office 3 times a week and sit under my laser for free.
Okay, how long?
30 minutes.
30 minutes. So that's not something that's giantly time-consuming for you. That's why you could do it for free. They come in, just sit in the chair. And
yeah, it's one of the things we started offering with the whole COVID. Everybody was doing what they could to help people out financially, and that was one thing that, I'm able to do.
Now, I'm going to ask you a personal question. Is last year I got itchy here and here, the exact 2 spots, opposite spots, and it was so bad I actually would put lotion on my scalp, and it finally stopped. And now this last week it started again. Maybe it's a seasonal thing or something?
It could definitely be a seasonal thing. It could be dry scalp. We actually have a product that you put on your scalp every time before you wash. And it doesn't matter what you have going on with your scalp. If it's itchy, if it's got excessive oil, it actually just dissolves whatever's on your scalp.
Whatever it is,
Yeah.
So who doesn't need to go? It almost sounds like anybody could benefit from talking to you, even if it's just to say, no, you're doing okay.
Yep, absolutely. It never hurts to come in. Like I said, people that have, once they, had a child post-pregnancy and they're like, my hair's falling out, and it's such a temporary thing. We can get you on your way and, your hair coming back so easily. And a lot of people think that, because they hear PRP, and a lot of people know how expensive PRP is, there's so much things that we can do beyond PRP that are not going to break your bank.
Now, PRP can't make you go bald. I mean, it could only help you, right?
Absolutely, because and there's no way to be allergic to it. It's coming from
It's
you.
From you and for you. What do we do? What do we do that damages our scalp? Is there some environmental thing we're doing, like shampooing or?
Yeah. So
over-shampooing or
a
something?
lot of the products that you buy in the store have a lot of chemicals in it, and they're drying out your hair. So you definitely need to be using a shampoo that's gentle on your. But one of the things is where we live in the valley, all the crud in the air is getting in our scalp, and it just sits on our scalp. And regular shampoos cannot take that off.
Can't get that out.
Nope.
Yeah. Now, is it bad to shampoo every day for your scalp?
You know what? It depends on what you need. Every single person is different. Some people have extremely oily skin and need to wash more often. If your skin and hair are not, really oily, you don't need to wash as often. And everybody's different. And that's one of the things that I help people try to figure out, when they're in the office, is how often do you need to wash? And,
You might say back off. Would you give that kind of advice?
Yep,
Nice.
absolutely.
Main reason for me is when I wake up, it's going every different direction. And, I could probably just wet it and get it going the right way. And maybe I'm washing too much. Who knows?
Absolutely.
Every single day.
Yeah.
Wow, this is the most enlightening interview we've had. Stuff that nobody's ever talked about on our show. Now, you're around Bullard and what?
On Bullard, on Palm between Bullard and Browning, right across from Bullard High School.
Bullard High School, right.
Yeah.
And so can you set an appointment on the website?
You can reach out to us on the website, and then I'll reach out to you and make the appointment. Yeah.
And what do we find on Instagram? Pictures?
A little bit of everything. There's some before and after pictures. There's some DIY things that you can do at home, already starting, whether it's, a scrub that you can get some of that gunk off your scalp, things like that you can be doing at home.
What's the thing they do to the face like once a week or so? Is it exfoliate or something?
Yeah, and we actually have that for the scalp as well.
And you need to do that for the scalp.
Yeah.
It's all skin.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you do it for
Yep.
for the scalp?
Absolutely.
What else do you want our viewers to know?
I would probably say the biggest thing is, people just don't take care of their scalp, like you were saying.
No idea.
It's like the facial, the cleansing, and with all the, different medications and things that we take now, and like I said, the things in the environment. There's just so much that's affecting our hair, and so there's this. Probably the biggest thing is it's not as unaffordable as people think.
And it's free to find out.
It's free to find
Go
out.
find out what it costs. And
Absolutely.
maybe you'll say, well, I got to save up for a couple months, or maybe you'll say, well, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
It's free to find out. Go find
Absolutely.
out. Anything else you want our viewers to know? I keep cutting you off and asking you more questions.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I think one of the biggest things is people don't realize that the scalp health. It's the biggest thing. People don't.
We spend so much time on all of our skin, and not the scalp. You think, oh, shampoo and condition, and that'll be done. So.
Yeah, and the way our body works is if there's anything wrong with our body, our hair is the last one to get any nutrients, and that's just the way our body works.
Yeah.
So we try to find the other things that are, might be going on, whether it's diet, exercise, things that are, not working, because that will all affect your hair loss.
Do you ask what medications people take?
Yes,
Yeah, that's
we
part
do
of the intake.
We do a whole medical
Nice.
questionnaire.
Very good. Kristina Sayre, she's a trichologist. Did I say it right?
Yeah, you did.
Trichologist. It means hair and scalp practitioner. Who would have known? I'm going to leave the website up for a minute or two, and the Instagram, you guys, and the phone number. There's the phone number, 559-295-2026. And for those who maybe can't see our screen or they're just listening, wellrootedhair.com. Wellrooted Hair is the web address, and wellrooted559 is the Instagram. We will be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.